Tonight on Creature Features, a voodoo mystery threatens the lives of four estranged relatives as they visit the house on Skull Mountain. And Tangela gets up to her old tricks. So pack it up, pack it in, and let us begin yet another thrilling episode of Creature Features.
Tangela, you will no doubt cause damage to some poor soul with that bloody thing. Who gave her that dangerous item?
You did.
Oh, silly me. Of course. Welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. With me is my studious butler, Mr. Livingston. And the dangerous darling over to this side would be the lovely and delicate Miss Tangela. And do we have a fantastic program in store for you tonight? First, our film, The House on Skull Mountain from 1974. This is an absolutely fantastic film about ghosts, voodoo, and terrible siblings trying to eke each other out of a will. Starring Victor French and Janee Michelle, we think you'll love this film almost as much as Livingston does.
I do not love this film.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not. I don't even like it.
Tangela specifically told me that you were most delighted that we were running this particular film. Never mind, she says she lied. And joining us to watch this spooky film from the 70s will be local exterminator Hank Mercer from Bug Be Gone Pest Control. He'll tell us what it takes to get bats out of one's belfry, how to rid a basement of belligerent rats, and how to send an entire civilization of cockroaches off to meet their maker. He'll also show us some samples. What?
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry to bother you, but Mr. Mercer just phoned. He won't be able to make it this evening.
And why not?
He says his mother-in-law came into town unexpectedly and she wants to go into the city for In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, bollocks.
We're better off.
And why's that?
The man is weird.
Fine. We'll just make do without a guest. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of guestless night of ghostly voodoo fright, right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Welcome to Creature Features. I suppose I already welcomed them in the introduction.
Yes, you have.
Well, Yeah, I have to do it again because they just had to sit through an entire advertisement.
Well, then say welcome back.
Oh, I like that. Welcome back to Creature Features. This is a part where we're about to show a film and a movie, and I get to chat with these two because I don't have a guest tonight. And what in God's name is that noise? Oh, that's Mrs. O'Connor.
Can you cease the sweeping?
All right.
It does need to be swept, though, at some point. Maybe not now, but it does.
Or it could be swept later.
It could be swept later. Anyways, tonight's film, The House on Skull Mountain, 1974. This is an interesting film. I'll tell you why. It's the typical classic 1970s horror film. It's well done. You know, I've heard people poo-poo this film, and I think it's actually a well-done film. It's got that color palette that one typically sees.
It's black and white.
No, it's not black and white. The House on Skull Mountain, 1974, they had color technology back then.
Ah.
Look, she's back.
She's a bit of a camera hog.
You just want to be on TV, don't you?
He told me to stop sweeping. He didn't say anything about dusting.
Oh, all right. It's color.
Just in the corner.
It's a color film. It's got actual red, green, and blue, and magenta.
Oh, I haven't seen it. So
No. It's a nicely done film. I've been trying to get you to watch this film.
I don't have time.
You know, you have to screen these films because sometimes there's boobies in these movies. And if we end up broadcasting those items, the Federal Communication Commission will come after us. And you'd be sent to prison. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, well, Mr. Livingston told me there was no boobies in this film.
And who do you think they will believe?
No, they won't. They won't believe you because you'll say, oh, I did not screen it. They'll think you're lying. I could be wrong. Anyways, wonderful film. We think you will enjoy it, but let's go ahead and get that started. And when we come back, I'm going to chat with these two, or at least try to. See you soon.
Optivi Dominus quindela Christi. Amen. Ecce agnus Dei, ecce quitola peccata mundi, meum, sentantum et virgo et senabitur, anima mea, ecce pesero viaticum corporis, aposte mei induet, peducat, in vitum aeternum. Amen. Dominus vobiscum.
Father, you must help me.
Pauline.
Thelma, bring me my letter case, please.
Yes.
Father, you keep these. Don't let anyone have them. Mail them for me, please.
Of course, Mrs. Christophe.
Thank you, Father. It will be much easier for her now.
Well, don't leave her, Thomas. I know the way out. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Pray for her.
I will.
The letters? She sent for them?
Yes,
What will happen?
they may not come.
But what if they do?
Then Pauline will die happy.
Good morning. Miss,
Christophe. Lorena Christophe. I hope I'm not intruding.
Why would you say that?
Well, it seems so private.
Old people have few friends, Miss Christophe. In fact, we didn't even know they were relatives.
It's quite a surprise to me, too, Father. Well, I wish I'd known sooner. I hardly expected anything like this.
Well, many of the old families in this area have private burial grounds.
No, what I mean is I've never seen glass sprinkled on graves before. Is that a local custom, too?
More a local scandal. The glass is supposed to ward off evil spirits, keep them from stealing the soul of the departed. I hope you're not superstitious, Miss Christophe.
Of course not.
You know, Livingston, if we don't get good ratings tonight, I think I know why. On Channel 7, started at 8:30, is Duel. You remember that film?
I do, actually.
We get so many requests for this film called Duel. It was directed by Steven Spielberg.
I think it was one of his first films.
One of his first films. And it's playing on Channel 7 tonight. So yeah, nobody's going to watch our show with bloody
Pity.
Duel on. Who's going to watch our stupidity when there's bloody Duel on? Oh, what are you going to watch? Tangela blow bubbles?
Try not to stain the furniture.
Nobody wants to watch Tangela blow bubbles. In any case, so this film, voodoo and ghostly things and a cartoon house on a cartoon hill. Did you notice that?
It was animated, I guess.
No, well, not animated. It was just, I think they call it a matte painting.
Matte.
No, because there's this bloke named Matt who's been in every single film he draws these backgrounds. So they're called matte paintings, and when Matt makes one of these paintings, typically he does a good job, but in this one, I don't know. That did not look like a real mountain to me. Write in if you think I'm wrong, but I
You
don't
are
think so.
astounding, I have to say.
No. It's true that this people will laugh at that scene, but the rest of the film is nice. So don't judge the film by that cover, right?
Matte, indeed.
How are you, Tangela? Yeah, I think she's giving me the silent treatment tonight.
She
Yeah.
does it every night.
Typically, she will not shut up. I think she's angry because I called her spaghetti head earlier.
Oh,
No, she
yeah.
does not like it when I call her spaghetti head, and it's a moniker that I think it's sweet. It means she has a tasty European flair, right?
That's an odd way of looking at it.
No, all right. What do you say we get back to the film?
Please.
All right, off we go to The House on Skull Mountain, 1974. Don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to read letters from you. See you soon. Oh, that went in my eye.
If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to call.
Thank you.
Welcome to Skull Mountain, Miss Christophe.
Thank you.
I am Thomas. You have luggage?
Yes, it's in the trunk.
May I have the keys, please?
Thomas, whose car is that?
It belongs to your cousin, Phillipe Wilette. He arrived a short while ago.
Thank you. I'd like to meet my cousin.
He's inside, miss.
How you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, you just what we need right here.
Your sense of humor is about as funny as your driving. Cousin Phillipe.
Cousin. Oh, so you one of the family.
Lorena Christophe.
Yeah, what was happening, Lorena?
A funeral. Our great-grandmother's funeral. And very nearly my own.
Oh, was that you? Oh, well, I'm very sorry, Lorena.
People like you ought to drive bumper cars in an amusement park.
See, you done got yourself all upset because you went to the funeral.
What a shame. You missed it.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't go to no funerals, you understand, because I can't stand to see a woman cry, especially when she's fine. And you is fine, Mama.
You act like this is all one great big joke. Your great-grandmother is out there dead, and there was no one even there to mourn her. What is the matter with you?
Hey, where you coming from? You understand? I mean, I never even met the old broad. You know, she ain't nothing to me.
Nothing to you?
No.
Then what are you doing here? Why did you even bother to come?
Why not? Ticket was free.
Thomas said we were cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, she was my grandmother, you understand? I mean, but all I ever knew about her was her name. And that ain't nothing without a face to put it to. I mean, I never even saw her before.
Neither did I.
What's the matter? Wilette,
I saw smoke and blood.
what are you talking about?
The grave, Pauline's grave. A raven flew over and dropped a wunga. And then the casket started to smoke. A wunga means somebody will die. It was meant for me, Toma.
A message from the grave, Wilette?
I saw it. It was blood. That old woman had more power than we ever dreamed.
Pauline is dead, Wilette. And the dead have no power. Only the living have power.
But I saw it.
Oh, perhaps. But there are guests in the house, and they must not be neglected. I've already taken the suitcases upstairs. Go show them up to their room.
How I look?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'll show you to your rooms now.
Oh, we have a wake or something? I mean, how long we gotta wait?
For what?
Oh, read the will. I mean, you know, they always read the will right after the funeral. Oh, Wilette, have you met Lorena?
Hello.
Oh, so what about it, Wilette? When they gonna read the will?
Mr. Ledoux will be here tonight. He's a family lawyer.
Oh, look here, why you gonna make us climb all them stairs? You know, let's take her on an elevator, you know?
That's Miss Pauline's elevator.
Yeah, well, I don't think she gonna say nothing.
Ain't been fixed since she took to her bed.
I hate a smart-ass wench.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport. At this time, please extinguish all cigarettes and check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened.
Excuse me, Miss Johnson. I'm sorry to disturb you, but please fasten your seatbelt. We'll be landing shortly.
May I help you, sir?
Hey, man, don't be doing that, you know? Sneaking up on somebody, knock you out. Hey, how you doing? You know something? You ain't half-assed, you know? Yeah, you looking good. Hey, you dig this place, baby? Skull Mountain? What y'all do around here for kicks? Open a grave or something? You know, I figure a fine-looking young lady like you ought to get lonesome up here. Hey, let me tell you something. You know, a man likes to see smiling faces around his house. You dig? You think about what I said, you hear?
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, there's just nothing in this issue of TV Guide. Oh, look at this. Breck, Gold Formula Breck. You should use Gold Formula Breck, and then your hair would look like this instead of spaghetti. No. And it might even help your eyes as well. Gold Formula Breck. Only leading shampoo that isn't mostly detergent. Anyways, welcome back to the program. We hope you're enjoying the house on Skull Mountain. We're going to do some mail because if you send us mail and we don't read it, we would look silly. And where's the mail?
Mrs. O'Connor.
Oh, Mrs. O'Connor is doing the mail for us tonight? What are you doing if she's doing the mail?
Thank you, Vanna White.
She is something like Vanna White.
We have one from David from Mountain View.
David from Mountain View. Do you know, I recently learned that this is not a place that has a view of the mountain.
It's a view from the mountain.
Oh, is that what it is? All right. David from Mountain View says, "Hi, Creature Feature Cast." What's that word again? Cast.
We've been cast.
No, we've been cast as a cast. I recently had the displeasure of watching the Svengoolie show. I'm still recovering from the digestive upset that it gave me. You know, I've seen the Svengoolie show. It's not bad. No, he's a very humorous bloke. Have you seen this program?
Once or twice.
Svengoolie, no, he's very good. He's got better movies than we do. So, no, and I understand he's a very nice man. So, just give him a chance. He's a good guy. He continues, "Your show is delightful to view. Mr. Livingston's stoic manner, Vincent's confused foolishness, and sweet, sinister Tangella's antics keep me entertained every time. Please keep up the excellent work, David from Mountain View." Well, thank you so much, David. And like I said, give Svengoolie a chance. It's not that bad. Where's the rest of the mail? Oh, she's going to bring out one at a time. Is this how it works?
Evidently.
Efficiency at its peak on Creature Features.
Thank you. This one's from Andrew from Waterloo, Illinois.
Andrew.
And yes, the city is indeed named for the battle.
Waterloo. Oh, he's long-winded, too. All right, let's see if I can read this quickly. "Greetings and salutations to the denizens of Polta Mansion. I write to congratulate you on the excellence of your program. I've watched horror-hosted programs on and off for nearly 50 years now, and I can say with conviction and without hesitation that Creature Features is the best I've ever seen."
Oh, dear.
See, I told you. No, if you watch horror host films for 50 years, we're like a ray of sunlight. But only if you've been watching for 50 years. If you haven't, we're just like the rest. Your program is both quite entertaining and informative. Vincent, Tangella, and Andrew provide a witty and whimsical atmosphere. I told you I was whimsical.
You were whimsical?
No, he says I'm not whimsical. And while the calm and regal Mr. Livingston provides the gravitas necessary to keep Creature Features from slipping too far into the comedic. Oh, that's an understatement. If we were to allow him to run the show, it would be like the saddest program on television, would it not? You know what I'm talking about. The balance is a wonderfully refreshing respite from the vaudeville-like shenanigans of other horror-hosted programs like Svengoolie, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. You know, Svengoolie, everyone's trashing Svengoolie tonight. Why?
I do not know.
Has he done something wrong? I don't think so. And Elvira, you know, she's okay. I know Elvira. And she's been doing this too long. I think that's the problem with Elvira. And no, she's still good at what she does.
I think she wants to retire.
Well, you know, I wish she would not, because nobody, who's going to take her place? Certainly not me. Certainly not you. She might be able to do it, but she talks too much. The information that you and your guests impart is also very much appreciated. I always learn something when I watch, and that is the mark of a truly excellent program. My many thanks to you all for the work that you do to make Creature Features the delightful diversion from reality that it is. Your humble and obedient servant, Andrew in Waterloo. Well, that's a rather nice note. You should frame this one, all right?
As you wish.
Next up, Mr.
Mrs. O.
Next up, Mrs. O'Connor. Wait, you couldn't bring them all at once. You have to do the theatrics. At least she knows how to curtsy properly. Have you ever seen Tangela curtsy? It's a convoluted thing.
And here's one from Adam Brown. Also a rather long one.
Brown, right. All right. Since finding your show on YouTube a month ago, I seem to have it on for hours every day. I suppose it's because I haven't previously seen most of the movies you run on the show. I may have seen 2 or 3 before thus far. This is one of the later 80s that I rented at least once in VHS called Extra. I can't find it now. All that I remember is there's a scene where a woman gives birth to a full-grown man. Can you find it? Can you run it? If you, I don't think I want to show this on this program. That sounds hideous.
It sounds rather distressing.
No, disturbing, to say the least. Another note, Last Man on Earth I watched earlier today has been kind of remade a few times. Yes, we know. Neither Living Dead, Omega Man, and I Am Legend come to mind. Those are all films that we can no longer afford. I see you have parts of the 1978 version of Invasion of the Party Snatchers in your opening credits. Can you run it? We have and we did. Did I say I'm not a horror fan? It's the sci-fi stuff I like with elements of horror. Chainsaw slasher stuff I can do without. I agree with you, sir. And we seldom show those, right?
Seldom.
In fact, have we ever shown a chainsaw slasher other than her chasing the maid around with a chainsaw?
Nope.
Nope. I hope Creature Features can keep going. Love the show, and I'm not even a horror movie fan, so I don't know why. I like watching you guys get hit in the head with hammers and skillets. Maybe that's it. Must be it, but hopefully I will not be on the receiving end of any of that skillet magic, sir. Thank you for writing. That it?
That's it.
That is it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, visit Hello Creature Features, and that will tell you how to send us a letter, how to send us a package, how to wire telegram a large sum of cash.
Wire?
How to send us spam, how to send us a Nigerian request for cash.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. All right, forget the last one. Anyway, so let's get back to the house on Skull Mountain, and we shall see you on the other side of the break.
Hello.
Miss Johnson, this is your cousin, Mr. Phillipe Wilette. Miss Harriet Johnson.
Yeah, what's happening, Harriet? Yeah. Also, you dig the scene?
Scene?
Yeah, the pad, house?
Oh, yes, it's very nice.
Yeah.
How is?
The funeral was this afternoon.
Hey, man, it's still going on, you know?
Oh, she's going to be with the Lord.
May I show you to your room now?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Pauline's attorney will be here shortly.
All right. Phillipe, I'm going to freshen up, so I'll see you a little later.
Yeah, well, right on, yeah.
Oh, hello. I'm Lorena Christophe.
I'm Harriet Johnson.
Well, I guess we're related.
I guess we are. My plane was a little late. I thought I'd go and freshen up a bit.
Thomas? Thomas? Why don't you put her here next to me?
I don't want nobody making a fuss over me or anything like that.
It's Miss Pauline's bedroom. It's been kept locked now.
Well, we'll have a chance to talk later, okay?
All right. You hurry down.
I shall. Oh, I'm sorry, am I late?
You are Miss Johnson?
Yes,
Please be seated.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Ledoux, Miss Pauline's attorney. Now, I take it that none of you have heard from Dr. Cunningham.
Who?
Dr. Andrew Cunningham.
Hey, who the hell is that? Hey, look here, man. How many people are there anyway?
Therefore, Miss Christophe, yourself, Miss Johnson, and Dr. Cunningham. At any rate, Miss Christophe left a letter to be read on the day of the burial.
Oh, man, don't nobody care about no letter, man. Read the will.
I'll read the letter. My dear children, I thank you for coming. You will not know each other, but I have known you. You are the Christophs. Yours is no common ancestry, but a proud and powerful line, rich in history, strong in spirit. And these things you should know. The Christophe legacy is a treasure beyond price, but it cannot be given. You must search for it. My enemies are defeated. Yours perhaps lie dormant. There are many dangers. You are a new beginning, and beginnings take time. It will not be in vain, for blood calls to blood, and will not be denied. Signed, Pauline Christophe. I will leave this letter for Dr. Cunningham, and if you would be kind enough to give it to him when he arrives, I would appreciate it.
Yes, of course, Mr. Ledoux.
You may notify me when Dr. Cunningham arrives, and I will come back and read the will.
Hey, no, wait a minute, man. No, I mean, how do we know the dude is gonna show up? I mean, you know that he could be dead, you know? I mean, we can't wait here forever.
What Phillipe means, Mr. Ledoux, is that we all have jobs to get back to. I mean, we just can't stay here indefinitely.
I understand that, and I will return 1 week from tonight. And if Dr. Cunningham is not here, then I will proceed to read the will, and we will conclude the matter. Good night.
Good night.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Who is Dr. Cunningham?
He's the only smart one. He had better sense than to go tripping away to hell and back just because some old broad sent him a letter and died.
The buffet is ready in the dining room.
Thomas, you've been with Pauline a long time. I'm sure you must know more about the Christophs than the Christophs.
I have spent more than 20 years in this house. This was Miss Pauline's favorite room. It contains the portraits of all of the Christophs. I know every face on this wall as if they were my own family.
Pauline sounded like she was very proud of them. Her ancestors, I mean.
She had reason to be. Henry Christophe was Miss Pauline's great-great-grandfather. He led his people out of slavery and founded a nation.
Now, you hear that? Moses was a brother.
I would not joke, Mr. Phillipe. He was a great man. He was a king. King Henry I of Haiti.
I think I remember reading about him. Wasn't he the slave who led in the rebellion against France and then later became king?
Yes, Henry Christophe.
Why, that's incredible.
Well, tell us about it, Thomas.
Now, when the Loa Dambala possessed the slave...
Loa?
Spirit. When the Loa Dambala possessed the slave Henry Christophe, these beads were a sign to remind him of all that he owed Dambala when he became a king.
Oh, well, it seems to me that any spirit worth anything could do better than a string of beads, you know. I mean, how about a gold T-shirt?
Do not scoff, Mr. Phillipe. The Loa Dambala is a very powerful spirit.
Oh, come on, man. You don't really believe that.
Well, why not? 4 million other people do. Believe in voodoo, that is.
Who are you?
Andrew Cunningham.
You're the doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Hey, man, well, somebody must have got their wires crossed, you know, because you ain't the right color.
The right color for what?
Well, I mean, we're supposed to be related, and you don't look related to me.
Well, you don't look related to me. So I guess we'll just have to take Pauline's word for it, won't we?
No, man, Pauline is dead. You know, we ain't got to take Pauline's word for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Lorena Christophe, and this is Harriet Johnson.
Harriet? Lorena?
And this is Phillipe Wilette.
Blood calls to blood. It looked like somebody didn't check out all the blood.
I'd say she checked out everything.
Did you know her?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have, though.
What kind of doctor are you?
Doctor of anthropology.
Oh, you teach?
Yes, I do. University of Maine. Look, I'm sorry I'm late, but I drove down and I had trouble finding the house.
Are you hungry, Andrew?
Starved is a better word for it.
Good. So are we. Come on, Harriet.
I hope Mr. Ledoux never comes back. Somebody around here is a mighty fine cook. That food was just like manna from heaven.
Are you a cook, Harriet?
Cook, maid, housekeeper, you name it, I do it.
Hey, man, you the one I want to know about.
I had that feeling. Well, there really isn't much to tell, but go ahead and ask.
Well, tell me this, man. Who's the honky in the woodpile?
I don't know, Phillipe. I was literally left on a doorstep, raised in an orphanage. I mean, that's why I'm here. For information, not inheritance.
Wait, that's just what we need to cheer things up.
Pauline really didn't say very much, did she?
Well, maybe she meant it that way.
What do you mean?
Well, if Pauline was really descended from Henry Christophe, she probably believed in voodoo.
Pauline was Catholic.
One doesn't exclude the other. In Haiti, for example, the Virgin Mary is just another aspect or a manifestation of the goddess Ursula, which is a voodoo goddess.
Hey, man, how you know so much about that?
Well, when I was in college, I did some research in voodoo. I was fascinated by it. I don't know why. Maybe the answer's somewhere in this house.
The generator is out again. You'd better keep some of these.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. Well, this might be a good time to go to bed. I gotta find a room up there yet.
Good idea. Yeah, we can always talk tomorrow.
Y'all gonna leave me here by myself?
Well, we are if you're staying here. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be needing these candles.
Phillipe, you should really come upstairs and go to bed. You've had quite a bit to drink tonight, haven't you?
Well, that's all right, Harriet. You know, I ain't had that much. You know?
Well, okay, good night.
Told you about that. Why don't you make some noise or something? Spooks. This place is full of spooks.
Hey, you know something, Thomas? You a spook, you know that? You and your old phony voodoo.
Hey, man, tell me something, you know, just between me and you on the quiet side. I mean, do you really believe all that voodoo stuff?
I have seen many strange things, Mr. Phillipe, in this house. Things beyond belief.
You know, they don't always like us interrupting the program, but this time it's for an important message, because if you're watching us on terrestrial TV or on YouTube, eliminate the commercials by watching us on Creature Features TV. It's a new thing. You help the show. You can see all our episodes and some extras as well, and it's quite inexpensive. In fact, it's so inexpensive that Tangelo went to the store and picked up a few items that cost the same as 1 month of Creature Feature TV, like sushi. A platter of... It's not even real sushi. There's no fish in this. It's cucumber sushi. So for the same price as cucumber sushi, you can have Creature Feature TV. What else? A bag of onions. Now, we know which you would prefer. Who's going to sit home and eat a bag of onions and not watch Creature Feature TV? Get Creature Feature TV. Avoid the onions. And finally, a bottle of Drano Max Gel. Now, this is a wonderful product. However, I think you would watch Creature Feature TV more than you'd be using this to unplug your sinks. I could be wrong. Maybe you have bad plumbing. Maybe not. In any case, get Creature Feature TV. It's more delicious than Drano.
Welcome back to Creature Features. If you're just joining us, I don't know. How would you deal with a person so tardy that they show up halfway through the film?
Well, they probably have something better to do.
Oh, see, he always plays devil's advocate. You know, it'd be nice if you were not the devil sometimes and just played advocate. Anyways, we'll get back to the film in a moment. The House on Skull Mountain, 1974. But we're joined by Andrew, who claims he has some interesting news.
Yeah, more disturbing.
Disturbing news. All right. News. Well, that could be interesting. Go.
Welcome to Polton Mansion.
I was up in Tangella's room fixing the door.
Why were you fixing the door?
Well, because the hinges were coming loose. Because she keeps slamming it.
Oh, right. Yeah, she does slam doors. That's, you know, for a quiet person, that's the noise she makes, right? Door slamming.
And she expresses herself.
That's right. So you're fixing the door.
So then I found this map, and it turns out it's where there's bodies bricked up in this house.
From prior?
I don't know where she got the bodies, but she's...
Oh, she put them in.
She's putting them in.
Well, you know, I'm wondering what the smell was up on the top floor. And he kept telling me it was rat manure.
Well, and there's that large order of bricks. That just showed up.
Oh, that's right. She's always ordering bricks. I thought she was making like a playhouse or something.
It's not rat manure, it's bat manure.
Oh, bat manure. What do they call that? Guano?
Guano.
Guano.
So anyway, I know now where all those bodies are hidden. And
well, the secret has been revealed, has it not? Tangella, I wish you would please remove those bodies and put them back in the cemetery where you got them. It smells up there. Guano. It's not guano.
You have to burn a lot of incense.
Good. A lot of insects, maybe. Anyways, let's get back to this film, and we'll chat some more later. See you soon.
sorry, babe.
Back off.
Oh, now don't be like that.
Phillipe, please. Please, go to bed.
And here, why don't you just knock it off, you know?
Why don't you knock it off, Phillipe, and go to bed?
Hey, you think you are the white knight? Get out of here.
You're drunk, Phillipe. Go to bed.
Say, man.
Phillipe, please. Thank you for the wine. That was very thoughtful.
I did.
Go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, well, that's good.
You there, man. The young lady says she's tired, you know?
Did you hear it? I think it's the elevator.
Something down there. You two better stay here.
We're coming with you.
I heard a scream. Phillipe is missing.
This elevator go all the way down to the cellar?
Yes. Show me where. It's over there. Thomas, you better call a doctor. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Look, Harriet, have Thomas notify the sheriff.
All right.
Let's go upstairs. Thomas showed us how to get down to the basement. We found the body and we called you. That's about the size of it.
Look, we better start over. From the beginning this time, you all came down for the funeral, is that right?
Not really, Sheriff. You see, Mrs. Christophe sent me a letter asking me to come. And it wasn't until I got here that I found out she was dead.
Well, this dead cousin of yours, Phillipe, what's his name? Any of you come down with him?
No. I didn't even know I had no cousin, Sheriff.
What do you fit in, Dr. Cunningham?
It's like all the rest. I came at the request of Pauline Christophe.
Well, I understand that, but they's kin now. Why'd she want you?
She was my great-grandmother.
So none of you knew each other? Nobody knew she was dead till you all got here. Everybody knew the generator was out, so the elevator couldn't work. And nobody knows nothing.
It's about the size of it. House was quiet. There wasn't a sound before the scream.
Sheriff, Phillipe had been drinking.
Much?
The bottle of wine was almost empty.
Well, that's a possibility, of course. Doc will do an autopsy. We can figure out how much liquor he had in him. Means you folks are going to have to stick around for a while.
Oh, what do you mean a while? I'm due back at the university.
Well, I reckon you're going to have to tell him you'll be delayed. I'm going to have to get the judge from Brunswick. He'll want an inquest, and I don't want you folks going home till we get this thing cleared up, you hear? I'll be in touch.
All right, thank you, Sheriff. Lorena, you all right?
I'm fine. Seems like we ought to be doing something.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but there's nothing we can do except get some rest. Harriet?
Here, come on, honey, let's go.
Hi, this is Lee and Liz calling from Chillicothe, Ohio. We're calling to say that we love your show. We watch every week, and we were wondering if you could show Bride of the Monster sometime. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You know, I just got my hair cut, and it won't behave.
It never behaves.
No, it behaves better after, it was just cut. So it takes like 48 hours, and then it behaves.
Perhaps you should use that Breck.
Breck shampoo. He's right. No, Breck shampoo. Try it today. It's wonderful. They should be a sponsor for our show. We have no sponsors for our show. Have you noticed, if you watch our program, there are no sponsors. Do you know why?
We have patrons.
We do have patrons. I prefer the patrons over the sponsors. Right. Anyways, voodoo continues at the house on Skull Mountain, but we are joined by why is Mrs. O'Connor in the guest chair?
She wants to be there as opposed to myself.
Oh, she wants to be on telly.
She wants to be on the telly.
So, well, she got a chance with the broom and the letters, and now she's in the guest chair. I mean, what can she possibly add to the program? That,
she has an affinity for this sort of thing.
Right, whereas you do as well.
I don't think so.
So are you implying that she could potentially replace you?
Oh, yes.
Yes, it
no,
could.
I don't think so. Oh, well, first off, she does not have a beard, right? She's not bald on the head. She does not have a tuxedo. She does not wear those fancy shoes that you wear. How could she possibly do your job without any of those attributes.
My job is running this house, not sitting here and...
Your job is to run the house and to be the voice of reason on Creature Features.
If I could for a moment...
How would you expect her to have any kind of voice of reason when she runs around with a broom all day chasing Tangela?
Excuse me.
How would I ever
No, but I
have
think
any type
Tangela
of
chases
conversation
her,
on this
actually.
program with her chatting? Anyways, clock's coming up. We got to get back to the movie, but we will see you on the other side of the break.
You okay? You didn't sleep, did you? Me either.
The sheriff upset me last night when he said we had to stay for an inquest. Why can't we just leave? Go home?
Lorena, we cannot just walk away from this.
That's not what I mean.
I know what you mean. Look, there is something else here, Lorena. There's something else here waiting for us in this house.
You're beginning to sound like Pauline's letter.
Look, Pauline brought us here for a reason, right?
Yes.
You think that reason is just to have company around the deathbed? No, she brought us here for something else. And if we walk away from here now, we're never going to find out what it is.
What difference would it make? What's so important about it?
Lorena, it's important to me.
Toma, why is the sheriff sending for the judge?
It's a formality. It doesn't mean anything.
It means trouble. Outsiders coming in always mean trouble. And Miss Pauline's kin, they're outsiders.
What are you trying to say, Wilette?
I seen the way you were looking at Miss Lorena. Like she was something special. Just 'cause she's pretty don't make her different.
She's a Christophe.
So was Phillipe.
They'll be needing you at the house, Wilette.
Good morning.
Morning, Harriet.
Harriet, we're going to go to Atlanta. Why don't you come and go with us?
No, the two of you go. I'd rather stay here.
Are you sure?
Yes. You go and have fun.
You be sure and stay and rest, hmm?
You be sure and have fun, okay?
Okay. I'm going to go get my purse.
I'll get the car.
The sun begins to rise with you. The softness of your voice excites meets me. With every breath I take, I know you. And love has gently come this morning. My life was empty dreams before you passed my way. I knew that you and I would somehow meet one day. The world is so alive with you. Your heart and mine are locked forever. Your eyes politely spoke so clearly as love has gently come this
Is she all right?
Don't know. Find Thomas. We've got to get her to a doctor right away.
Okay.
it's you.
We have to get Miss Johnson to a hospital.
You better follow me over to the docks.
Sorry, man.
No.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you. Miss Tangela, have you finished slicing the beets? Thank you. Well done.
So I finally pulled him over in the middle of a downpour, got in the back seat. She's already gone.
Does young lady know?
Yeah, Doc, she knows.
As far as I can tell now, it seems like a heart attack. Of course, I won't be sure until after the autopsy tomorrow.
When are y'all going to get to it, Doc?
Sometimes tomorrow.
Look, Sheriff, is there a hotel or a motel close by?
Oh, I'm afraid not, Dr. Cunningham. Closest thing would be 20 miles.
You look as if you could use a sedative, Miss Christophe.
Thank you, Doctor.
Excuse me.
As soon as I hear from the doc, I'll get in touch with you at the house.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Good night.
Lorena, you all right? No, you're not all right. I'm going to take you to a hotel. You can spend the night there. I'll bring your luggage in the morning.
Why?
Harriet, Phillipe.
You don't think that those were accidents, do you?
No, I don't. Lorena, look at these. I found one of these in Philippe's hand last night and another one next to Harriet tonight.
I don't understand. You're trying to tell me that this is voodoo.
That is exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
I can't believe that.
These are voodoo. And that's just as real as Phillipe and Harriet dying.
But why?
Wait a minute. You remember Pauline's letter? She said in that letter, what was it? My enemies are defeated, yours lie dormant. That's it. Our enemies are coming to life. And it's not because of anything that we've done, it's because we're Christophs.
Oh, my God. Then look, let's just get out of here. Let's just go.
Lorena, I have to go back.
What do you mean you gotta go back?
Lorena.
Do you realize?
Listen to me. I have to go back. I have to find out who I am. I mean, you know about yourself. I mean, you at least know who your parents were. You at least know what happened to them. You know what your name is. I don't even know what color I am.
Oh, baby, does that matter so much?
It's not the color, you know that. It's the knowing.
Okay. We go back. We go back.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Livingston, did you know this film has this illusion? It was originally drawn by Charles Allen Gilbert of a vanity and a woman that looks like a skull.
Looks like a skull?
Looks like a skull because she's standing in front of the mirror and there's things. And if you step back and look, it looks like a giant skull. They did it at Disneyland Paris.
Hmm.
You know, I went to Disneyland Paris. I've been to Disneyland Paris. In the Haunted Mansion, they did the same trick.
Yes.
It's like just an illusion. It's kind of nice. So
an optical illusion.
It is an optical illusion. That's the best kind. Because the audio illusions, if you're not watching, you don't hear it. So anyways, House on Skull Mountain, we're going to wrap that up pretty soon. But Tangela has rejoined us again. You know, this thing with the map and the bodies, you're going to clean that up, right? No, you cannot brick dead bodies in my home. No, they belong in the cemetery.
Yes.
This thing with her, why do we keep giving her shovels?
We don't. She keeps buying new ones. You have to take that credit card away.
Is that it? All right. No more credit card for you, shovel girl. That's what I'm going to call you. I'm not going to call you spaghetti head anymore. I'm going to call you shovel girl. Right? A spade is a spade. But don't use a spade to bring more bodies into my home. Anyways, let's wrap up this film. And when we come back, we're going to find out what Livingston is doing next.
Oh, please.
See you soon.
Lorena?
Wilette.
Wilette, where is he? He's got Lorena. I can stop him, Wilette.
Don't be so sure.
Where is he, damn it? Tell me.
I'll show you. But you gotta promise to take her away tonight.
Come on.
There's a door at the bottom.
Wilette? Wilette?
she obeys none but me. Lorena, wake up! You cannot wake her. She's mine. I have chosen her.
Harriet and Phillipe killed them.
You surprise me, Dr. Cunningham. I didn't expect so much perception from one of your background. Education is indeed a wonderful thing, isn't it?
I find yours even more remarkable, Thomas.
Yes. Pauline instructed me well.
And yet you destroy her family.
The blood is thinner now, weak. Lorena will be spared.
Spared for what?
For generations. The Petions have lived in caution, obscurity. Our powers weakened, held in check by the Christophs. But now, to Lorena, the powers of the Christophe will be mine. A marriage of convenience, you might say.
What about me, Thomas? I don't think you'll find me as susceptible as the others.
Their ignorance was their destruction. But you, Dr. Cunningham, you have the capacity for knowledge. While Pauline Christophe was alive, you were protected. But now, your death will please me much. Awake, Lorena. Unveil your eyes. Awake, Lorena.
Sorry, Lorena, sorry.
I would have you witness my triumph. Kekele se kokuni lokum. Hakwe yukutu. Mape made o kilwa sa yo jim se odan e. Wedo wele wedo we. Awedo wedo bala wedo. Arise, Pauline Christophe. Awake from your long sleep. I, Thomas Petion, command it. Come to me. Come to me. Hear my voice and arise. Arise, Pauline Christophe, and come to me. Come to me. Hear my voice and arise. Pauline Christophe, I have summoned you to do my will. Look upon your descendant, the last of the Christophs. The girl is mine. I will not have you harm her. But the man, Pauline, your great-grandson, he is cursed. Touch him. Touch him, Pauline. Feel his warm flesh. I give him to you.
Pauline, listen to me. Pauline! Goddess Ursula, I call upon you, mother of all. Restore this creature's soul.
Pauline Christophe, you must obey me.
I call upon you, Ursula. And you, Dambala, father of all Christophs, protect us!
I, Thomas Petion, by the power of Langland Sioux, commanded. You must obey me.
So, you really are Christophe. You know that now.
Well, I have to be sure.
What do you mean you have to be sure? What do you want? Bone with your mama's name inscribed on it?
No, it's the curse of the anthropologist. We have to see it. Well, I'm a man of leisure now. I've got money, so I can...
So you can what?
Well, I can explore this house. Study it. There's some questions I'd like some answers to, like, who Thomas Petion was, and why.
I'd be afraid to find the answers. I'd even be afraid to ask the questions. I want to forget. I want to forget there ever was a Skull Mountain.
It's going to be very hard for you to do, because half of this place is yours and always will be. Just don't forget there's an Andrew Cunningham.
I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Andrew, don't stay here alone. I'll worry about you.
Stay with me?
I can't.
I understand.
Thomas goes out the window to his death, and Mom goes back to her grave. You know, mothers should stay in their grave, right?
When they're dead.
When they're dead, of course. But, you know, going out and doing these voodoo ghostly things are... Oh, you know, I always said you should wear a pith helmet on the show. No,
Very pithy of you.
No, it fits your head perfectly, and it's the perfect look for you. It's the classic British helmet. So, anyways, that wraps up that film. We hope you liked it. It's one of those films that we don't show too often. You know, actually, he likes that hat. I don't know if you're trying to play a prank on him, but he wears a hat like this around the house.
I beg your pardon.
Now, so what do we got going on next week? Do we have a good film next week?
Yes, indeed.
We do.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise for me or a surprise for them?
For them.
So you won't tell me because you know I'll blow it.
Well, you always spoil.
No, I don't spoil it. I just tell them what's going to be on next week. I'm here. Stay tuned next week on Creature Features when we'll have Wilette. We haven't shown Wilette yet, have we?
Wilette?
Wilette, the one with the rats.
I don't think so.
And remember there's a sequel called Ben? And Michael Jackson sung the theme song. Can you imagine us showing a film where Michael Jackson sings the theme song? Oh, you know, I like this one. No, you should be a pirate.
Oh.
You're a very debonair pirate. Anyways,
Yo-ho-ho.
Enough of this mess. We're going to wish you well tonight, and thank you so much for watching our program. We know you could have been watching Duel, but instead you stayed here to watch Livingston be humiliated by Tangela. And for that reason, we love you. We hope we'll see you next week, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. So, Livingston, if we were to do this thing with Mrs. O'Connor where she fills in for you for an episode or two, what would you be doing with that free time?
Voodoo on this one.